Very good day, dear students. I'm Shomudeep, your faculty for robotics. So let us begin with our next session. As we were going through, let us begin session number 20 for today. So let us now go through one of the important function in Arduino, one of the important command called the Arduino delay. Okay, and some other things also. But first, let us focus on this session. It will be a very short session for you. I'll not make it long like the other sessions. So let us focus on Arduino delay and how to use it. It's a very simple thing. So I've kept it very short as it is. Now see, Arduino delay, what happens is it specifies the amount of spacing or amount of gap, or basically we can say amount of delay. That's why the name has come between the action of two commands, right? What am I trying to say? Try to understand. Uh, you have set the intent number one, the command number one, and then you have given command number two. In between these two commands, how much gap must remain? That is what you specify by using the command delay, right? Okay, let's read it through also, as I always do for you. The Arduino delay specifies the delay function used in the Arduino program. Now, the delay function basically pauses the program or task for a specified duration, for a specified amount of task of time, right? And how is it like denoted, dear students? Try to understand. See, we all know 1 second is equal to 1000 milliseconds, right? So 1 second is 1000 milliseconds. We all know that. Now, in Arduino, typically 1 second, if you want to specify, or if you want to specify the pauses in seconds, we have to give the command in milliseconds. Okay, because you see, uh, it might not seem to be a large span of time for us. 1 second, how much is 1 second? If I pause myself, that's 1 second, right? Understood what I'm trying to say? So it might not seem a very long duration or very long span for us, but for a programming, for a computer, even milliseconds, even a delay of milliseconds can cause havoc, right? Can cause a delay in the total program, right? So what we do is basically we give the command, we specify the time duration or time lapse in milliseconds, and that is how we get. So if we want, you see, the example given over here is delay 500. So dear students, try to understand. 1000 milliseconds makes a second, right? Makes 1 second. So what will be 500 milliseconds? Of course, the half of it. So it is half second. That is 0.5 seconds, right? I hope you got my point, isn't it? Okay. So it will be 0.5 second. Okay. Now, this is how the delay command is being given in Arduino. See, delay. This is written in has been written in lowercase. That is the format. Then the amount of delay, that is 1500 milliseconds. Okay, okay, there's a time delay. Now, in our language, in our time span, how much delay it is? 1500 by 1000. It is 1.5 seconds, right? Okay, and we give the time span in parentheses by the first bracket. Fine. This is the basic format how we write. Okay. Now the program waits for a specified duration before proceeding on to the next line of the code. Right? What does that mean? So if this duration is being given, that means once we write one line of the code, then we write the another line of the code. Now in between these two lines, in between these two commands, how much wait time we want to give, that is what is being given by the delay function, right? The delay. Okay. Now, for example, what am I saying? I'll say it with an example. You see, for example, you put an LED into the on mode, right, into high mode or 5 volt. So it is switched on, and now you want the LED to be in this switched on phase or switched on mode for around 5 seconds, right? After that, you want to turn it off for 2 seconds. Again, you want it to glow for 5 seconds. So there's a span of 5 to 5 like this. Okay, right? So how can you specify them? Once you declare the LED to be high, then you have to give a command called delay 5000. Why 5000? Because delay 5000 is equal to delay of 5 seconds. Clear? And then if you put the digital right and give the command for the LED to be switched off, that is low, right? Switched off, then you again have to give a delay of 2000. Why 2000? Because you want a delay, you want it to be switched off for 2 seconds. This is how we use the delay function. See, now there must be two sides of a coin, right? There is always two sides of a coin. So what are the drawback of using the delay function in Sketch? The delay sees the other activities, right? Such as manipulation of pins on the board, mathematical calculations, reading of other sensors during the delay function. Okay, the programmers usually avoid delay of more than 10 seconds in the scale, because when you will code in Arduino, you'll see a delay of 10 seconds. It seems a huge amount. Okay, when the code is running, a delay of 10 seconds can cause a very large delay afterwards, right? So what we programmers generally do is to avoid kind of delay more than 10 seconds, right? That's a general conception. Okay, when you will be programming, when you will be making the projects, you'll be seeing them. See, consider the below code. Again, will be giving an example. See, int LED light pin equal to 8. Okay. So what have I declared over here? Pin number 8 of the Arduino board initialized to the LED. Okay. That is initialized as the LED, initial LED. Now we can specify the variable according to our choice. That's upon us. Okay. For example, int pin board equal to 8. Okay. So voice setup, we give the voice setup. What we declare inside, we declare the LED pin to be LED light pin to be the out, right? We declare it to be the output. Okay. So inside void loop, what happens? Digital light, LED light pin high, then delay of 1500, right? The LED will light on for 1.5 seconds. Okay. And 1500 milliseconds. 1.5 seconds is 1500 milliseconds. All right. The digital write, the LED light pin low. I get for 500. The other example that are given, as I gave the example for 5 seconds and 2 seconds, so that is 5000 millisecond and 2000 milliseconds. Similar example is given. Okay. This is how you can modify and use it in your code. Example number 2. See the second example. In the void setup, some like the baud rate is been given, serial port. Then serial print, welcome. Then give a delay of 1000 milliseconds, that is 1 second. Then serial print ln, that means in the new line, it delay 5, that is half a second, right? 0.5 seconds. Clear? So this is how it looks like. Understood? Okay. So this was all about the delay function. Okay. I hope you have understood the concept. This was all about it. So this was a very short session of around 10 minutes, right? 10 to 15 minutes. So just to make you understand, just to make the concepts clear for you. Okay. So I hope you have learned many things, and we shall meet again in the next session. Here's the session number 24.